Hello, guys. You are welcome to another episode of In My Bag. What's in your bag? In my bag is debt, savings, equity, my salary, YouTube profits. What else? Retirement annuity, pension fund, and yeah, that's just about it. So yeah, tell me in the comment section what is in your bag, guys. You are welcome to my channel. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabangu. Many of you watch the videos, especially the Employment Wednesday videos, but you are not subscribing to the channel. Like over 70% of you are not subscribed to the channel. Please kindly subscribe to the channel. And if this channel is informative to you and it has done anything to improve your life or give you a better perspective, please kindly share it with your friends and family and tell them to share with their own friends and family so that we can grow the community and so that many more people are educated. So this particular segment in my bag is focused on financial education. Please note, I'm not an expert. This is just me sharing wisdom on lived experiences or the things that I'm going through in my life. So this is not financial advice. If you require financial advice, please see a financial expert. So today I'm going to recommend what you can do in terms of visiting a financial expect or even a bank that you can use as a young professional or as a person in uni that's studying or as a person that's just looking to open a bank account. So today we are going to have an overview. It's not a titled episode because I'm just going to share my insights that I learned from the Sister-in-Law I Am Lady Justice workshop, right, that I attended yesterday. It was so good. So today, when you see this video, so I'm going to say today is going to be the first month of the month. I hope this month brings you all the good things that you've hoped for. I am participating in Do It October, where we do all the things that we've been setting aside. We spoke live in September. We wrote it down. We identified the issues. Last year we healed. This year we're flourishing. And in the name of flourishing and making manifest the things that we're writing down in Speak Life, the things that we're praying about, in October we are doing it. Even if it's just spending 10 minutes a day or 20 minutes or 30 minutes a day in order for you to fulfill that particular goal that you've been putting out for years. It's Do It October. Just do it. Don't be afraid. So today we're going to talk about some of the things that you need to consider, how you look at money as a person. So here are my takeaways. I loved that was my favorite session. The financial session was my favorite because I'm trying to educate myself more about finances because my relationship with money is great. Like, I don't think I've ever been in a position where I'm without money, but I have been in positions so many times where I don't utilize my money wisely, and it has put me in a predicament. Instead of progressing, I find myself having to constantly rectify the mistakes that I made when I was 21 or when I was 18, 19. Why would you want a credit card at 19? What are you doing with the credit card? Like, why aren't you just going to school to study and move on? You know, those type of things. So here within my bag, we try and eliminate those mistakes, you know. So if you are still young or even as an adult, like, we try and rectify the issues together, but also we try and prevent those mistakes together, you know. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you share the video. So let's go into it, right? So there's a pyramid that they shared with us. This is how it goes. Like, I think it's 4 pointers. So the first thing that they told us is women make better financial decisions. And this is on period, guys. We have, right now, you could be earning 15,000 Rand and thinking, oh my God, this is little. But we have women that actually are able to sustain a household with 5,000 Rand. Rent is paid, kids are going to school, they have warm clothing. And the only problem we have in society is that women make good financial decisions to sustain the family, to sustain the household, but they never really take time to focus on their personal financial matters. So as a woman, you are almost expected to say, oh, she's gotten money, she's gotten a promotion. Then she has to take that extra amount of money and ensure that her kids go to a better school and ensure that her kids are well taken care of, which is not a bad thing. But what about the luxuries of enjoying the money that you would have worked for? What about buying your own property? What about buying your own car? What about buying your own equity, your own shares, you know? So what I loved the most about that session is it teaches us that we can make good financial decisions, but now we also need to start making good financial decisions that are also directly beneficial to us, not just pouring everything into our children and our partners. So I really loved that. Then the first thing is the power of knowing, which is why In My Bag exists. and Employment Wednesday exists so that we share knowledge. One of the things when I was writing my dissertation on financial inclusion, right, one of the things I established is that the problem we have sometimes not even access to resource. The problem we have in our country is knowledge. Most people don't know where to access opportunities. Sometimes you're in conversation, you hear a person tells you that they got like a startup loan, or they won a bursary, or they won an amount of money to start up their business, and you've never heard of the competition, you've never heard of the summit, you just don't know. So when you know, that's your power. Knowledge is your power. So in this segment, they spoke about the power of knowing, in that it's important that you know where you are right now. How much do you earn? Number one. And how much do you need to sustain your current lifestyle? Then you work towards that, you work with that. And then another one, knowing the type of lifestyle you desire for yourself. What is your dream lifestyle? And then once you know the dream lifestyle that you want, once you know what you want for yourself, then you go into what does it take for me to be able to attain that lifestyle? I love what Nobuhle Khumalo did. She did like, I love her so much. She did a synopsis or an analysis of her lifestyle as a mom with her 3 children and all of that. She didn't factor in her husband's salary, but she factored in what she needs as a mom of 3, paying for a car, paying for a bond. I really found it very beautiful. I thought I have a lot of insight into my future, but oh my God, seeing Nobuhle actually plan with exact figures and all of that is so beautiful. I'll actually try it out. So that's the power of knowing where you are, where you want to go, and what it takes for you to get there, right? And then also knowing what you need for your dream life, right? And then also understanding what you have now and what it can do for you and how it can push you into your dream life, right? And then also it's important to know your gifts, guys. And once you establish your gifts, monetize them. You're a great speaker. Monetize your speaking. You're a great YouTuber, storyteller, monetize it. Because yes, you have your 9 to 5, but at least if you've established that gift that you are able to monetize, then you have more income. You're able to settle your debt. You're able to start you're able to start planning towards your dream life. So it's important that you establish what you're great at and try by all means to commercialize it. And I know that it's hard commercializing our talents, but it's important that you're able to identify your talent and commercialize it. And I've got a special episode where I'm going to touch with one of my faves, right? You guys better be watching Employment Wednesdays every episode, because there's an episode that I have planned where we're going to talk about commercializing or monetizing your gifts and how you get to do that and how you sustain that type of lifestyle. So it's very important that you identify your gifts and know what your qualifications can do for you. Hence Employment Wednesdays. It's important that you know that I've got a law degree. What can I do with a law degree? What professions can I go into? How much am I going to earn 5 years from now? In the next 2 years, when I get promotions? Plan around those things. You'll see you'll have a good life. And then the power of time. Loved this one. So the power of time is knowing time. I know it's not a good thing to always put timelines on ourselves, because it can be very daunting. It can be very frustrating knowing that you can't do certain things at a certain time. But it's important that you understand that time is your greatest commodity. So if you can, in your 20s, work like crazy. And when I'm saying work like crazy, I'm not saying abuse yourself or allow yourself to be abused. Work as hard as you can when you have the energy. Work as hard as you can when you have capacity. Because one thing I have personally realized is that with growth comes more responsibility. One or another, you become maybe a wife, you become a mother, you become a CEO, you have more friends, you grow a business. There's a lot that happens as you grow. So as you grow, much more responsibility is given. So I know that, as they will tell you that money buys you convenience. As you become wealthier, you have more time. But I think from looking at the people that I look up to, in as much as they have time, even in that time, they have control of their time. But it's not like you have any more time. As you grow, it's like there's more responsibilities, there's more things to do, and your time becomes really so precious. So now, when you don't have so much responsibilities, do as much as you can, work as much as you can, invest in your future. And I know that a lot of people live in the now where they're thinking, what if I'm no longer alive? Like I saw with the Two-Pot System, people were like, the next thing you don't withdraw your money, the next thing you die or something happens to you. Don't think like that. Be a person that walks in faith, because the fact that you had plans for today when you slept yesterday night, it means that you had hopes that you'll still be alive. Then I would rather have you be safe than sorry, whereby you actually grow old, and when you grow old, you get there, you've squandered all your money, you become a burden to society, whatever the case may be. So always plan accordingly. So also, again, when we look at time, like your energy that does deteriorate with the years. As we grow, you would hear from a lot of people, it's not scientifically proven, but you would hear from a lot of people's stories where they say, in my 20s I could do anything and everything. My friends and I were actually having this chat where we're talking about how undergrad I could cross night. I could literally study the whole night, just maybe take a nap of 30 minutes, go and shower, go write an exam, come back, do the same thing. Honey, right now, and I'm only like, what? I just entered the late 20s. And I can't pull an all-nighter unless if there's a crisis, so you realize how energy fluctuates over time and all of that. So it's very important that when you still have the energy, you do what you can to secure everything that you can for your future. Maximize your days where you have energy, and then 3, also clear your debt. One of the biggest investments that you can ever do for yourself is clearing your debt. So yes, save, buy equity, shares and everything, but clear your debt. So when you clear your debt, you make more room for financial freedom and financial independence, which is also a different chat we'll chat on in a different video. And then the power of smaller amounts. You can say, oh my God, I don't earn much. Like, I am a living testament. It's just that obviously some things are quite private and confidential, but in terms of small amounts, I remember I started officially saving this year, right? So I had 2 savings accounts. One which is a joint, actually I have 2 savings account, one which is a joint savings account and the other is my personal account. So with my personal account, I remember, even if you check the first video, I had only 200 rand, guys. Right now when I'm looking at it, I have over 1,000 rand. And when I was putting that 200 rand at first, I'm like, oh my God, when am I going to get to that big amount? But it's not even about the big amount. It's just exercising. It's just the discipline. So even if you can just save 50 rand, 20 rand, just teach yourself that discipline. And as you grow, you'll be able to save more. And you will thank yourself later that you started. So do not despise small amounts. Even if it's 1 rand, put it in that. My parents, I love my parents so much. My parents have they have a 2-liter bottle. They put in their money. That's where they put in their savings. They have stokvel. They do stokvels, and that's their way of saving. And I love it for them. And then they also have these bottles that they put in 5 rands, 10 rands, small amounts. And at the end of the year, they usually have a lot, 10,000, 15,000. So I think if you feel like, oh my God, the bank, it feels, I don't know, somehow putting 20 rand in a bank account, maybe get yourself that piggy bank and be putting the amount of money, and discipline yourself not to open it. And then you have the power of choice. When it's all said and done, whether or not you believe that you're making a choice, you are always making a choice. By not taking the step to save, by not taking the step to pay your debt, by not taking the step to do anything, you are still making a choice. So I'd rather have you make a conscious choice where you're like, I'm choosing to save, I'm choosing to pay debt, I'm choosing to say no to certain things, not because I don't want to be there, but because me being there means I'm going to spend money that I do not have. I'm choosing to live less. I'm choosing to live below my means instead of above my needs, because I know I have this goal. So you always have a choice, right? Always make sure that you're making a good choice. And then also it's important who you bank with, right? I bank one of the best bankers, but today we're just going to focus on Standard Bank. This is not a paid promo, but as December was sharing on the benefits of being a young professional banking with Standard Bank, I realized that this is so good. And I love one of the things that she said. She said, you have no business opening a clothing account as a student. You have no business doing that. But when you open a young professional account with Standard Bank, there's certain benefits that they allocate for you. There's certain benefits that you qualify for. And these benefits almost help you create a credit score or create a financial portfolio or profile for yourself without putting yourself into bad debt. And you have like 2 private bankers. You have two private bankers who are able to assist you, and they're always at your disposal. And I think one of the things that I would like to urge you guys, do not wait until there's a moment of desperation or until they start calling you, why are you not paying this, or why are you not doing this. Always reach out to your banks. There's a lot of benefits. Obviously they're not going to sell those benefits to us all the time, but always engage your banker. Ask them, okay, I'm finding myself in a financial predicament, can I go on a holiday payment? You know, there's one of our friends, she's a very close friend of my friend. I'll have on the podcast one day, I hope she agrees, but she's a close friend of my close friend, so she's my friend, but she's close to my other close friend. I remember the other day we're having a conversation with her. She had changed jobs, she was just going through a career transition. And I was asking, I'm like, yo, bruh, like you had to change your jobs. How did you manage it financially? And she told me about this holiday payment where you could ask for a holiday payment from your car for 3 months or something along those lines. I was like, what? You can actually do that? You know, yeah. So those are some of the things. So engage with your bankers, talk to them. You know, don't wait for things to go red. If you see that you're in a position where you can't pay for your policies, you can't pay for certain things, don't wait for debt review. I'm gonna have a chat with you guys on debt review, but do not find yourself going into debt review and all of that, or having somebody managing your finances when you have the benefit of having a private banker or having a banker at your disposal. Don't do that, because those are the type of things that impact you in the long run. You want to start a business, you want to get a business loan, you want to get a housing loan. Some of these things follow you because you almost like you can't manage your finances. So if you're given a banker, or even if you're not given a banker, where you bank normally just like anyone else, where you bank normally, just like anybody else, you just need to make sure that you engage your bank. Find out what are the benefits, find out what they can do for you. Like, guys, I'm actually so excited. My parents came to give me money. Now that I'm talking about money, but yeah, so it's important that you engage your banker, you engage your bank, find out what are the benefits of banking with them, always converse with them. Do not agree to people that call you. These days there's this random telecommunications where they're calling us, hey, do you want to restructure your debt? Do not just agree to those things. First, speak to your financial advisor. There is a way to fix your finances without giving up your financial dependence. I don't know if that makes sense. There's that. Yeah, guys, that's just about it. Those are some of the lessons. It's important that you know that the power of knowing, power of time, power of choice. Do not despise small amounts. That's what I got from that. You can always, because I mean, I need Standard Bank to continuously sponsor Sister-in-Law. You guys must check out their website, contact them, find out if you can bank with them. This is not sponsored. Obviously one day I would want them to sponsor Employment Wednesdays or even episodes of In My Bag so that we grow. But make sure that you check out their website. Particularly look for Disebone. She's a banker. She's been a banker for 8 years. I think she really does a great job. I've always listened to her speak at the Sister-in-Law events, and I've seen her some of the things that she shares and stuff. I think she's really valuable. She's got valuable information, and I also love that when she can't answer certain things, she does recommend you to the right personnel. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. What's in your bag? What are some of the things that you're doing or learning or picking up in your journey? And are you paying off that debt, guys? Me, I'm trying. I'm trying. A lot is going on, but we'll see by December what will be happening. Do not forget to be love and light. Happy Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah, love you guys all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Cheers.